Hi Violas, I made a presentation on note reading. On this first slide, I put the names of the lines and spaces, and I use acronyms so you can remember each of the lines and spaces of your stuff. So for the lines, fast ants can eat grass, and for the spaces, good bows do flow. Doesn't matter which acronym you remember, as long as you remember your lines and spaces and which notes live where. On my next slide, I included a fingerboard with your first fret tape so you can remember which fingers go on which tapes. Okay. This next slide is just kind of another way of looking at it. It's again a fingering chart of a fingerboard, and I color coded where your first finger, second finger, and third finger goes. I also included which note you're playing when you play first, second, and third finger. So for the E, or for the first finger, it's going to be on the yellow, second finger is going to be on the red, and third is on the blue. Here is the D major ladder. So this is going up and down the ladder or the D major scale. And again, I color coded it so you could see which finger and which tape each finger goes on. So you're going to go all the way up the scale or the ladder, and then once you get up, you have to come all the way back down. This slide has the notes of the scale, okay? And this is how it's going to look on your music. So it's not color coded, but I want you to remember where each of the notes live, because we're going to try our best not to write our notes in this here. So if you notice, the first and last note are both labeled D, but they are in two different spaces of the staff. Okay? The first note is open D, and the last note is three fingers on the A string. So they're both called D, but they're two different Ds on your instrument. And on this next slide, it is still the D major scale. However, I color coded it so you could see which notes live where. And I also put your fret tape colors so you can see which finger you're supposed to play each of those notes with. But it is the same notes as this scale, just in a different way. Okay? All right, violas, make sure to study hard and learn the names of your lines and spaces.